What up, squad? I wanted to come in here real quick to chop it up with y'all about this young lady right here now. Some of y'all may recognize her, and some of y'all may not. She went viral for talking really, really bad about black men. Just said they didn't have any emotional intelligence. Like, she went on a whole pink pill rant, right? So I'm gonna let you guys know, like, I'm gonna catch y'all up. But at the end of the day, she did get fired, and we're gonna see what is going on with her now. So here's the beginning.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come.
This is really, in my opinion, what she's showing here, this is a prime example of how education really just means you follow the book. Because you're a therapist and you're not presenting yourself like, look at what she's wearing. First of all, just let it all hang out with a thing out. And on top of that, bitch this, bitch that, bitch this. Now, we all get a little ratchet. But if you're trying to be professional and you're going to come up on here and be professional, this is probably not needed, especially if you're trying to get your point across. Now, it depends on because, I'll roast. I'll just clown because sometimes you get tired. But if you really trying to get your point across and you feel like that there's a disconnect between black men and black women, you have to speak on that versus just clowning around and being a hyena. But let's continue and listen to her rant.
We can pay for our own shit. So I'm going to need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch is telling you, I need you to communicate more, open your fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90%.
A what?
I'm sorry.
And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers is that 90% of my clientele have been men, black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you expand your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy.
Now, shout out to Playback. I didn't come for their commentary. I just wanted the clip, so I'm going to borrow that. But y'all can go watch their video. It's right there, and they have the information. But he right. She do need help. But we're going to fast forward to her silly behind. But look, she calls herself a clinician, a therapist. Going online like this is it. So let's continue.
When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this bitch. This fucking weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bro. You're not. When bitches are.
So if the world is making it hard on men, why say y'all not making it easier? I mean, if they have it hard, why would you even think, you know what? I'm gonna just continue.
They're telling y'all to go to therapy. It's not for us. It's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy. Talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this shit up. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards, and at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got.
Who said that? Who told bitches to do that? Any men in the comments? Did y'all tell bitches to do that? Because she said y'all told bitches to level up and elevate. Who told bitches? Y'all post in the comments who told bitches. I want to know who told bitches. Now, I don't think, in my opinion, there were any men telling women to elevate or to heighten their standards and all that other stuff. I thought the message was hold yourself accountable and do better. She making it seem like when the topic at hand was of elevation. It was just raise your standards. No, it was like more like, no, you're doing too much. Get it together. That's not cute. We don't need to see your thigh pocket hanging out. You can be pretty without having to have your hoo-has out or your little, tatas out, things is thangin'. Like, you could be pretty without that. That's what I thought. I thought it was about, not being so upset all the time and have some bitterness that you carry. Be a little bit more feminine with yourself. And it wasn't even really elevating, because I know people like to reference Kevin Samuels a lot when it comes to situations like that. But Kevin Samuels was basically like, date your rank. And that's the message that was been sent to men since the beginning of time. When they're in elementary, they find out how handsome they are. When they are in school, they find out how cute and attractive they are, and they know what they can get. If you dress looking like that and you looking for somebody who makes six figures and they got a head on their shoulders, you have to look the part for them to be interested in that. Men have standards. Men have a certain type of women they require too. It ain't just us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was him saying elevate your standards and stuff. It was more of be realistic on what you look like, because a lot of people in society are delusional. They feel like they're 10s, and society tells you where you rank in life, regardless where you are and what you would like to believe. But to each his own, to each his own. To me, it's ridiculous. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I just tested it out because they were telling me how beautiful Lizzo was, and I was like, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Whatever. Who cares? It's Tuesday. Girl, you know what? You low-key look like Lizzo. Why would you say that? Did you just say she was pretty? Well, I'm just saying, I said, and then I called her out on it. Y'all got to stop lying to these women. Y'all ain't got no problems telling the men the truth, but when it's time to tell women the truth, it's low self-esteem, it's all this other stuff. And then y'all want to say suicide and everything like that. And men have the highest suicide rate, but that don't stop y'all from saying, you know what? You have some very clean nails, sir. Like, y'all. Anyway, let's continue the video. That I'm over with the rant.
I asked because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect.
No. Let her finish. No.
He not even gonna let her cook. Look, he was like, no. Okay, I want to hear what she got to say. He's like, let her talk. No, men don't like, they turn it off real quick. But here's the most played part right here.
Single mothers out of any other race. So that doesn't make any sense. You're elevating the wrong standards.
Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch. All right. Go in peace.
That is a therapist. That's a professional therapist.
And this is what I feel like I'm crazy too, because I be seeing the same thing. I'm like, did she? I don't know. Women, I get the whole sex sales thing, but when I see too much, when I start seeing the little cheeks and your print and all that, I'm not buying that. I don't even want it. Men may enjoy it. I'm a woman. What would I know? But you, as a therapist, I don't think that's required. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help me out. I'm struggling with this right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because that's crazy. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. Because to me, it's like she's selling sex more than she is the message. Like, she wants attention. I don't know what she's trying to do, but it's not doing it for me. Let's go.
It frustrates me. Can I do it? I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. You know, my favorite flavor of ice cream is hardworking black man, but I can't seem to find that flavor in the store no more. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck why. In my experience, specifically,
look how she presented herself. Look, and men, y'all just be laughing at women. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all make me sick. Y'all just laugh. And these are the thoughts that go through men's head all the time, and they never say anything. They just be quiet about it. And especially like when I'm at places with my husband, we'll be somewhere eating, and he'll see something before me, and he'll just smile and put his head down, and he got all types of thoughts. Now, every once in a while, I'll hear it come out, and I'll be laughing. I'm like, "What did you say?" He'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking out loud." Because men will see stuff and be like, "What?" And it's not that important for them to talk about it and bring it up and make a big thing about it, but they're just like, what the hell, you know? So it was kind of funny. But yeah, she's saying there's no black men around. There's no black men around you. Look how you presenting yourself on this internet. Like, I don't understand why you would think somebody would want that type of caliber of woman if you're looking for that type of men. And that's why they say the men that you want don't want you. Let's move it up a little bit. They laughing and stuff.
To nowadays, y'all don't even have the education or credentials to be talking to a bitch, especially at the side of your neck. I found that in a lot of intimate relationships, there's this pit-pat like competition of who makes the most and who does this and who does that, when it should be a symbiotic relationship. Black men are so consumed with being dominant and being on top for what? At the cost of dimming your bitch's shine.
What is she talking about? What man is she talking about doing that? Is it her man? You know, everybody's different, right? I hate when I don't know. They say men try to be dominant, men try to be men be minding their business, and women just be. Now you do have these son husbands, these incels and stuff like that, but that's the product of hyena single mothers. So I mean, you got to get to the root, right? Let's continue.
I was in a relationship with someone who said they no longer respected me the moment I started making more than them. That's the behavior.
I'd say this. I think it's weird when men find like it's an insecurity for them that their girl makes more money than them. I always find that weird.
That's fine. That's fine. That's like their own personal experience. Like you said, you don't care. Neither do I care. It's not that big of a deal. In her video, she literally is complaining about black men need to go to therapy. Why?
Okay, so let me speak on that real quick. That is a personal experience. Obviously, not all men are like that. Okay. But I will say this, there are certain women, a lot of women, who will make more than their spouse and their partner and treat them different. They themselves mentally will say, well, since I'm making more than this person, I have more authority. There's rare few women like Tabitha Brown who will retire their husband when they get rich, and their husband is like, cool, I'll take it. And you know, it's crazy because a lot of women gave Tabitha Brown flack for that. And Tabitha Brown didn't play that. She said, I'm retiring my man. He worked hard for this family. He worked for the police department. I want him home. I want him safe. And they good. He's not insecure about any of that. But Miss Tabitha Brown is not going to make him feel like he should be. A lot of these women be out here making a man feel bad if they lose their job. You got women, you got a woman right now talking about she divorced her husband because he lost his job or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it is insecurity. It really just depends on the type of man you have. But other times men do not like that or do feel uncomfortable with that because how the woman acts. Oh no, we're not gonna go eat there. Why? It's my money. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Men, that don't make a man comfortable. Like, what are we talking about? But if he makes more money, y'all won. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. So it's an individual and experience, and the way she come off, I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think she that type. I think she the type to be like, oh, I'm doing this because I make more money than you. I think she goes on an ego trip and she carry that with her. And that's why she said that. That's why he probably said what he said. Now, I don't know for sure because I wasn't in their business. I don't know. But I'm just saying, based off of how she behaves, she don't sound like somebody who's very non-combative. She had them braids in too long.
Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down.
I promise that's not why. Like,
It's
Yo, they're hilarious. Y'all subscribe to them if y'all not already. Listen, we are all saying the same thing. She did not say that. She did and said something else. She was not professional. You can have a conversation with a man and say, look, this is what I feel like is affecting your life, or how it's affecting your life, or why it's affecting your life, or this is a possibility of how things transpired or whatever. But if you're saying dusty and da 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 bitch and you're smacking your ass, that's not professional. But what do I know, right? Maybe it was the men, huh? No accountability. Good Lord. I think it was the ass smack. Y'all leave in the comments below if y'all think it was the ass smack. I think it was the ass smack. Or was it something else? Titty shaking, maybe? We'll see.
The shit that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted Massa. That's exactly what happened. So first the post goes viral.
A few things, man. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Wait a minute. And he paused it like I paused it. Massa, you mean the person you was working for? She's not taking no accountability. And look what she got on right now. Just it looked like just a hoodie on. Child.
Cause y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because this shit's going viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health, and people are, you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, you know, shaking the tables. I don't give a fuck.
They're making fun of you. That wasn't no starting to talk. You mean they started to talk about you? That didn't stir up no a conversation or nothing. The only conversation was who gave this bitch a license. That's the only conversation I was hearing at the time that everything was going on. I don't know what she was talking about, but I don't know. Let's continue.
Fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a Black woman who serves the fucking Black community. There were comments like, I'm going to find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better.
You didn't say that. I don't know if she was just trying to be different, or she thought that maybe if I made this approach, it would, I don't know what the hell she was thinking, but to think that you got fired just because you was trying to help somebody is crazy, especially, and it's not even about the delivery. Like, what you were saying was bullshit. You were trying to say that they have no emotional terror. If you want Black men to go to therapy, just say, you know what, Black men, as a Black therapist, I think it's beneficial for a lot of Black men to go to therapy. You guys aren't being heard. You guys aren't being seen. A lot of the things that you need to communicate, you have difficulty communicating with. And maybe if you sit on my couch for at least 30 minutes, you might be able to work some of that out. I don't think that would be offensive. And first and foremost, you said 90% of your clientele was Black men, so I hope they're okay. And on top of that, if that's the case, that makes me feel like those 90% of Black men that you were having conversations with, you were just looking in disgust or something. Like, I'm not feeling the way that conversation could have been had, because instead of you being sympathetic from the 90% of the clients that you've spoken to, or empathetic, you're pathetic and you're making fun of them, or, well, not even making fun of them. You're like talking about them in a derogatory way and just downing them. And as a therapist, I'm not a therapist, but as a therapist, I believe your duty as a professional is to get to the root of the problem, to help them manage their emotional tools. Therapy ain't just for Black men. Therapy is for everybody. It's everybody can get it. Okay, equal opportunity type of situation. There's a lot of emotionally uh off the chain women that need some therapy too. It's not just men. Fixing men is not going to be the problem. If you're always trying to shift the blame on who to fix it to, it's not going to work. Fix yourself. Fix the woman. Okay? Let's continue.
Yeah, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect Black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this Black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one. This article was written by a fucking Black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a Black woman can't fake, kind of fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spend my side of the story.
Okay.
So she said Black men did it, but then immediately brings up a Black female. Okay. Next.
We talking about right now?
Hey guys. Firstly, I want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support in all of this. But I want to just like hit a couple points really quick.
And the support is crazy because you got to be held accountable. If you know you're out here and you're a professional and there's a certain brand or certain image that you have to carry, you have to stand on that. You can't be on here half naked, all your business out, and you clapping your butt telling people to get it together. That is that how your therapy sessions be popping? Like, what's going on? Like, it's a lot of questions. So I'm so tired of the I'll do something that I'm not supposed to do and then play victim afterwards. That's so exhausting.
To just like help you guys understand better what's going on. So long story short, I posted some stuff on Monday, was literally fired on Friday, telling people to go to therapy. And a lot of people got upset and
that is a complete lie. You did not get fired for telling people to go to therapy. Did she really just get emotionally damaged to where she just went to that for comfort? She had to, because that's insane.
Attempted to hurt me, but I want you guys to understand that she didn't just hurt me. Yeah, I may have lost my employment, but all of the clients that I've had that I've spent 5 years with establishing therapeutic rapport now no longer have a therapist.
So whose fault is that? Here's my thing. You as a therapist, it's your responsibility to be a professional. So you let them down as their therapist by going on that rant because you are emotionally unintelligent. Yeah. Because someone who's emotionally intelligent would be like, if I am a therapist and I am saying this, maybe the clients that I have may receive this type of therapy and enjoy it, but I don't know about anybody else. Everybody is different when they're trying to receive any type of information or coaching or spiritual guidance, whatever. That's why there's multiple religions, there's multiple things that people got going on, because not everybody receives the information that they're looking for the same way. It just doesn't work like that. So to come on here and blame other people, you were the reason. Did nobody tell you to put a half on clothes on and smack your butt and call people bitches and say all that other stuff? That's not professional. Instead of just saying that, like, you know what, I probably should have said that in a more professional way. Is she just blaming everybody but herself? And you gonna sit here and cry these whack ass tears, which I don't see not one drop, but whatever, maybe she'll do it later. Just to play victim. You did this to yourself. Let's continue though.
The people that I was serving have
Nigga, they could go find another therapist. What the
you know what? I need him to be quiet. That's hilarious. I get that too. Let me go back to the sheet.
She didn't want to say it, but it was someone like you that got you packed up.
Facts.
Severe mental disorders, severe abandonment issues. Some of them don't even have parents. Some of them have just recently come down, and I was helping them process cancer diagnoses. So while you guys did this shit for clicks and views, my clients lost.
No, you did that for clicks and views. You started smacking your ass and making a spectacle of yourself for clicks and views. It just went viral. People got offended by it because it was not necessary to say, and they contacted your employer. You thought you were bigger than the program. That feminist stuff does not work in therapy. It don't work in anything. But, except for pink pill. It works for pink pill. Let's continue.
A support system. I've worked.
Look. Part of what you're saying, I agree, but
okay, I think that was all. I think that was all of that video. So she went on that. She was crying and stuff like that, and she got upset because she was fired. Yada yada yada. So if anybody was wondering, here's the therapist now. Well, she's no longer. Well, I think she still has a license, but this is her now.
They're always gonna have something to say. They're always gonna be like, "Well, you should have shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Easy. See, like when a bitch fucking knows herself, you can drown out the noise. When a bitch fucking knows herself, you can drown out the noise, you can drown out the bullshit, you can drown out the people telling you, oh, you're too fat, or you're too this, or you're too that. All of that shit is really fucking irrelevant to the course of in the trajectory of your life. It's not fucking relevant. Do you understand? People deliberately taking the time out of their day to be negative pieces of shit has nothing to do with you or your spirit and everything to do with their spirit. So, cleanse, bitch. Cleanse. Get your crystals. Cleanse your fine ass. Cleanse. Up and down and around. Yeah? Listen, I never thought using a crystal.
That poor crystal. That poor selenite. I really, really hope YouTube does not demonetize me for this. But yeah, this is what she's doing. I don't know how positive she thinks this commentary is or how much it's helping people. There's a couple of people there who seem to be interested. But ain't no woman, this is not signal to the women. Women will see it and they'll, I guess everybody got to be part of something, right? But men like this, and the women who do enjoy that type of situation, right? But who are you selling this to? I mean, she just kind of OnlyFans it out.
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling. Okay. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling.
Okay. Now, for someone to be a clinical therapist and feels like this is positivity that she's throwing somebody's way, I see a very lost individual, a very hurt person. She's very angry. There's so many things that's going on with this woman. She needs therapy herself. And instead of her taking accountability of the choices that she made, she decided to demonize people and make it about everybody else but her. And in my personal opinion, she's not winning. You resulted to this. Being a therapist is something to, it gives you some pretty good bragging rights, in my opinion, that you're helping people mentally get to their journey where they need to be. And it's a very respectable profession. What you're doing here, that's not really respectable. I don't understand the point. Is it because you truly want their attention? You want somebody to acknowledge you and see you, as you said about Black men, or what? What is it? You to have to subjugate yourself to do all of that, and we looking at the hyper pigmentation in this in between, and I don't even want to know you like this, ma'am, but I don't understand who's this helping and who's this benefiting. Is this your way of coping with everything? I don't. I don't know. I guess it's for shock value and wow factors. But like I say to a lot of these women who I've discussed, talked about, said things to, this is not proving anything to anybody that you're leveling up, that you're doing better. It's basically you putting yourself in the position to where men say, I told you so. I knew she was that way. I knew it. And yeah, you may not care, but if your goal was to help people, good luck. That's all I gotta say. Y'all leave your comments below on what you think about this situation, how you feel a person can just be at such a high stature and just fall from grace based off of the poor choices they make and what they do afterward. Below, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your girl up with the cash up. I know y'all see that below. Oh, opulencesense.com. Go ahead, get you some candles. I got sprays. I got everything for you. Whatever. Just go check it out. Also, check out the human. When I tell you, I just threw this on. I just put it on. I just, look, it's glue. Look, glueless. Okay, because we want our edges. All right, y'all hit the link below so you can get you one of these. A chicken salad. Okay, y'all go on and get it. Yes, click the affiliate link below. Also, if you do want my skincare routine, that's also down there. My Amazon storefront is there for you to click below. So I got you with all front, y'all. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Squad.
We in a no hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone.